What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. Today's video might piss some people off, so if you got kids and you normally watch my videos, probably not a video to have on around your kids today, because I'm probably going to drop a couple of sea suckers and F-bombs. You've been warned. So in today's video, I want to talk about a little bit about these Chinese tariffs, why they're important, but I want to talk about a friend's business of mine. Destroyer1320.com. Now, you guys that have known me for a long time know I'm a Mopar guy, right? I like my Dodges. I'm also a BMW guy. I'm not just a one brand kind of guy, right? And on the Dodge front, we know how easy these vehicles were to be stolen. Like, it was so easy to steal these friggin' things. It was embarrassing. And hopefully, with these new gas variants of the Charger that are coming out and some 426 stuff coming, whether it's a Cuda or a Banshee, they'll have these issues sorted. The part that's pissing me off about the Destroyer 1320 thing right now, to me, is the issue with
alert
knockoffs and bullshit. This is why the Chinese tariffs are so important, okay? My guy Eric and Adam, they're probably men. I probably shouldn't even be saying their names, but we went to this thing called the YouTuber Call Out. Demonology and Donkmaster host a thing every year, right? It was around April, I believe. And I went out there with my wife at the time. I took the green Monster, got it wrapped up, did all that stuff, went racing, had fun. The day everybody got there, everything was cool, everybody was excited, everybody was having fun. And then the next day, you know, we go out there and we find out that Adam's brand new wide body red-eye Charger was stolen. They literally broke a window, climbed into the car, pulled the neutral strap, and stole the friggin' thing by pushing it away. And then you can program a key when you get it down the road or whatever. They're so easy to steal, it's not even funny. I've done tons of videos on this. Well, you know, Adam and Eric start looking at it and going, we have to have some kind of solution. Because Eric at the time had the Destroyer Gray 1320, right? We had to come up with some type of solution to keep these vehicles from being stolen. And do a lot of work. You know, Eric and his wife, private sector people, created a business protecting Mopars, protecting Dodges, Chryslers, Jeeps, Rams, F-150s, all kinds of stuff. And the business grew. Well, you know, you start, and everything was being done out of his garage. And then you're like, okay, we have to scale the business. I got to, like, have somebody else stamp and print these, you know, make these neutral strap covers for me so I could focus on other stuff, right? And I'm not giving you all the details of what happened, but just like what I know of. And then you have these stupid son of a bitches that literally will buy one. They buy one of these plates from Destroyer1320.com. These fucking despicable pieces of shit. And then they put them on Amazon for like half the price. So all of the R&D, all of the marketing, all the work that Eric and Adam, who, by the way, I don't know if he's processed out of the military or not yet, proudly serves the United States military. I'm not going to tell you what branch or what he does or any of that, but so veteran operated business. only to see, you know, sales fall off because people go to Amazon and they can get it on Prime and buy a lesser quality material, you know, thin, shitty aluminum or some other shit. And then you'll have people come to Eric's site and be like, well, my thing was stolen because I bought one of these on Amazon. No, you didn't buy a plate from destroyer1320.com that uses case hardened steel and all different types of materials to make sure that people can't steal your friggin' car that way. You bought that Chinese knockoff fucking bullshit on fucking Amazon. That's why. I'm just sick of it. I was looking at it all week and I was like, how do I do a video? And there's no way for me to do a PC, you know, good video that kids can feel warm and fuzzy about or a parent can listen to in the car with their fucking kids. Sorry. This issue really bothers me. You know, so I messaged the guy that said, so they have options, they could sue, right? All right, it's a Chinese company. You're not going to get a penny. Cool. You can go out to Amazon. Amazon's going to be like, oh, we're just the site. We don't have any control. Yeah, you do. Pull the shit down. So, unbeknownst to both Eric and Adam, I did reach out to my attorney, my friend, a guy that I serve with, guy that has represented my company, my defense contracting companies for a very long time. And he sent a nicely worded letter with links to all these stupid plates on Amazon. Because here's the thing, when you do it the right way, when you build a business, you invent something, you come up with something, you apply for the patent, you have a patent pending, somebody else should not be able to just come through and Mickey Mouse steal your shit and then sell it. That's not how that works. That's not how that system works. And I'm sorry for ranting and going on and on and on about it, but I hate seeing this shit. And it's and I see it more and I understand how it works more because I don't know if I can say that. I've helped people, how do I say this? I've helped people leave China and come to the US, okay? That'd probably be the best way for me to say that. I speak the language. I spent time in China, in the economic zone. I have friends that have huge businesses that operate here in the United States around cell phones. I have other friends that have huge businesses around rims for cars. And all that stuff gets manufactured in China and shipped in here to the United States. And I know how they steal designs and do whatever. Even my friend, he's a good friend of mine, Chinese guy, great guy. I'm not going to put him on blast either because I don't want people looking into him or whatever, but has a great company and he would complain to me all the time. He's one of the rare people I can pick up on the phone and call and talk and we can speak Mandarin back and forth and not have to be like, you know, I don't have to feel weird about it. He doesn't bust my balls if I say a word wrong. But, you know, we'll talk and he would literally tell me the stories of how some other company stole his design for his product. And now they're selling it for cheaper on the same platform, Amazon, that he sells on. And he's a multi-million-dollar company. So when people tell me like, oh, you're a Trump supporter, you're this. I support the policies 100 fucking % when it comes down to protecting IP, protecting a product, a service, something that you fucking built. I'm going to stand on that. Don't give a shit. If you don't like it, click the unsubscribe button and eat a dick on the way out. I'm sick of watching people that, you know, build a business, life-changing business, you know, stop working in the private sector making hundreds or thousands of dollars because now, you know, I'm going to do something that has purpose and help out the community, the Mopar community, the Dodge community. But this also goes to the community too, right? Because the community knows about this shit. But what are the Mopar guys doing? They're still buying that shit on Amazon. And if you did buy one of these neutral strap covers on Amazon, I hope your shit gets stolen. I'm telling you right now, I hope your shit gets stolen. Hey, don't come crying to me about, hey, TK, can you help me find my car? Nope. Nope. Sure can't. That's what you get. That is what you get. I'm just sick of seeing this shit. It just drives me nuts. I know it's not politically correct for me to say what I'm saying or whatever. And if you've known me long enough, you know I don't give a shit. So you could do me a huge favor. If you're a Mopar guy, if you have a Ram like me, or a Jeep, or a Challenger like me, or a Charger, or a Chrysler 300, or any of the other products that Destroyer 1320 protects, you could do me a huge favor by going to destroyer1320.com. And I know there's, like, you can Google, there's actually coupon codes that are out there too that'll make shit cheaper. But go out there, go over to the website, and show the website some love. I don't even need a neutral strap cover. I still have, he gave me like multiple ones for my Challenger back in the day. I just had to buy one just because. You got to support the people that you fuck with. You got to support the people that are actively trying to help the community. You know, I got lucky. I was building a security system for these cars, trackers, all that good stuff. And I sold that shit to Stellantis. Stellantis bought that out. I got very lucky in that aspect because I've done this with business and I know how, like, it could be great for a few years and then somebody gets your design or gets how you do it and then they steal it and they try to do it for cheaper. It just sucks. Anywho's, let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. Like I said, I know this ain't for everybody and you may not agree with what I have to say, and to be honest with you, I don't care. I post stuff on this channel that I care about, and this is one of the things that I care about. Somebody gives up their whole livelihood to build a business to protect the Mopar community, and we're allowing these Chinese fucks to just sell this shit cheaper on Amazon with low-grade shit materials. And then when people's shit gets stolen, you want to blame it on the guy who originally came up with the design. Scumbags. Anyways, as always, stay petty, my friends.